Welcome to another episode of The Velvet Hammer.
And here we go.
So we just came back from a conference, Western
Trial Lawyers Association
in Maui, and we're lawyers from across the country gathered together, and
mainly California.
Mainly California, but there was lawyers from everywhere, from the east, from the south, and share information and
yeah. We went last year.
Yeah,
because it's in Maui.
It's in Maui. It's a wonderful space to like hang out with.
So
lawyers.
it happened is probably half a year ago. I knew that they had, they have these big parties afterwards, and they had been having them at one of the California attorney's houses, very big house. I bet that thing is like 4,000 square feet, but it's layered, it's many floors on a golf course. It doesn't really have a yard. It has more like a deck.
Yeah.
Then a very small kind of dipping pool, but then there's a hillside and goes down to the golf course in Wailea, which is about 45 minutes away. And I said, hey, if you guys want, you can have one of the events at my house.
Yeah.
And then I didn't hear back, and I just completely forgot about it until about 2 months ago. And I went and I looked at their brochure, and it had my house on there. The problem was, last Monday we were supposed to be in this trial against Amazon.
Yeah.
But it's settled. But I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
So when I realized that it was at my house, I didn't want to tell them it can't be because it was in the program.
Yeah.
So I was arranging for Loris to go over there, my property manager, somebody else other than me. Well, case settles, so it turns out at the last minute, like the next week, that I can go. And Mo was planning on going. He was going to also try that case with me, so we both go.
Okay, well, let's talk logistics because...
Let's only talk about logistics.
Because I really want to talk about logistics.
This is about how to put on a party for 80 trial lawyers in your backyard in Hawaii.
You land in Maui. First thing you do is you get a big car, you rent a big car, and then go to Costco.
Yes.
Now, Costco is this is like the place, right?
It is. It's hugely, it's like not even 5 minutes away from the airport in Maui. Everybody goes there first.
And we spent about 2 hours there.
Two shopping carts. Mo had one and Loris had, we did not spend 2 hours there. We were there for like 45 minutes.
I felt like it was 2 hours.
It was 45 minutes.
But, and we bought...
So Mo, as we all know, Mo was a bartender. And to save money, I said, hey, Mo, why don't you be the bartender? And Loris will be your second. And it actually worked out perfectly because as people walked up the entrance, the first people that they got to was the bartender area. So I had no idea what to buy because I just looked for the pretty bottles, pretty cans.
But you don't drink?
I don't drink.
Okay,
but Mo did.
So what I did was all right, I got to make 2 signature drinks. If you're a bartender... You just do 2. You don't complicate things. I did a Collins and I did a Mai Tai, but then I renamed them. I called them the Mo Tai, and then I called them the Mo Collins. All right. So the Mo Tai basically is coconut rum, right? You use a pineapple juice and you use guava juice, and then with a little bit of pomegranate to color it. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Splash of lime juice. The Mo Collins is vodka. And you put a little bit of orange juice, and then you put a little bit of lemonade, and you colored with a little bit of pomegranate. And how were the drinks? Did people like drinks?
Wait, we can't fast forward. This is a logistics.
Okay, logistics. Yeah.
So we go to Costco, and we have primarily all we got was drinks from Costco. Do we get anything else? Maybe a little bit of, because we were only going to be there for 4 days. Anyway, almost $1,000.
It was a lot of
liquor. It was the liquor. It was the wine. They told us to get way too much wine.
We got way too much.
And they told us to get too much beer.
And we got way
soft
too much
drinks.
Beer. Yeah, we got too much.
And water.
Stuff. Yeah.
But it was all like liquids.
Yeah, yeah.
So we shoved that into he had to get a bigger car, so he had rented a car. We threw that in, drove to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Maui. So fast forward. He's got it all figured out. We had ordered some stuff by Amazon. The cups never showed up. Glitter cups. I got ugly cups from Costco.
Yeah.
So the day of the event, it's our attorney meeting day. So I'm on the phone from 5:30 a.m.
Okay, she's on the phone at 5:30 a.m. I am at the conference, and then I told her, so...
No, wait. You did not go to the conference. Wait. You were on the phone, too. You didn't get to conference till like 8.
Okay, I got to conference at 8, but I was there.
Don't defend yourself yet.
Okay, no, I'm going to tell you what happened. Just hear me out. Okay, so I run into Elizabeth Handley, who is the WSAJ president. She's a SGB lawyer. I text her. I go, I'm going to go have lunch with Elizabeth. And then she's like, you have to come here and set this up. And I was like, I'll be there. And then, so Elizabeth and I...
So stop. So meanwhile, I'm on this... I have to not only do the attorney meeting, which he left midway. I then have to do the partner meeting. And it has been 4 hours of meetings. Meanwhile, the director for this organization texts me and says, they're dropping off all the rental stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're dropping off rental stuff. They're supposed to do it at like 4 in the afternoon.
Yes.
So they had to just drop it off because I was on the conference calls. There's no one to set anything up.
Yes.
I couldn't tell them where to go. So I said, just drop it there. We'll have to do it later. And the night before, my property manager had brought over some neighborhood, tables and stuff. So
yes.
There's quite, 80 people outside. So we'd already set up some of the stuff around the pool, but these are like stand-up tables and stuff for the band and stuff. So I have all this stuff dropped off. I'm on the phone. I get off the phone finally, and I start setting up these tables, these high-top tables.
Yes.
And they have
little skirts
Yeah,
and everything. And I'm like, oh, this is looking good. I take a picture. The wind gusts.
Oh my God.
and everything starts falling over.
Everything. I was like, oh my God. And so then I'm running around undoing everything because when the wind comes, they're trade winds. And they start, like, everything started shifting off. Like,
Yes,
the candles
yes.
are getting ready to
Yes.
break. Freaking, there's no one to help.
No.
I'm just, Loris is there and he's helping. Or he might have gone on a bike ride first, but he's helping me.
Yeah.
And freaking, where's Mo?
She gets, I mean,
Where is Mo?
and then I get one of these like texts I get from her that are like,
What time was that? That was like 1:30.
Wait,
I'm
no,
like,
it
where
was-
are you? He goes like, I'm at lunch. I'm thinking, okay, he's done with lunch. Now it's like 2 or 2:30. I'm like, where are you? And he's like,
It was
I
not
was
like
eating
that.
lunch and I haven't come here yet. And I'm with Elizabeth. And I'm like, I don't care who you're with. Get over here.
She was okay.
I was so mad.
The tone of her voice
Plus,
was
I
not
was
that.
panicked.
That it was like a, where are you? That's what it was. I pick up the phone and she's calling and she's like, where are you? And I was like, oh, I'm at the hotel. But I was like, do you understand that we're throwing a party here in 3 hours? Do you understand how many people are coming here? We committed to entertaining these people and you're not here. And I was like, I'm on my way.
He can get there fast enough, and he gets there with Elizabeth. By now, I'm cutting. We have made fingered, naughty fingered, amaretto orange finger Jell-O.
With my Jell-O shots.
So I'm cutting the Jell-O. We put extra gelatin in it, so they're like, you can just
Firm.
they're
Yeah.
firm
Yeah.
cubes.
Yeah.
And they walk in the door, and I just give him like the stink eye.
It was like it was as if I just like tanked a case.
It was
I
worse.
blew a statute of limitations. The way she looked at me, like it was like a catastrophe.
I'm like, and Loris had picked 100 limes from the garden. And he's like squeezing, because one of these recipes called for some kind of lime juice.
Yeah.
He's like squeezing them like 100 limes, and he's cut them up. He's cut the pineapple garnish. He's doing all this stuff. And Mo is not even there.
Okay.
And Mo walks in. I wanted to just leap over him and just grab him by the neck and shake him.
Okay, but I got to tell you, Hanley saved my ass because
She runs up to me and hugs me and stuff.
Because I told Hanley, I was like, she's fired up. She's gonna like, and Hanley's like, oh, don't worry, I got
I'll
this.
create a diversion.
I'll create a diversion. So she's like, I'm here to help. And she
And I'm
was
like, hi. And I'm like, you better get moving.
And she looks at me, she goes, you get moving. Elizabeth, come sit down. Let's catch up. It's been a minute. You go do that and help Loris now. And I was like, I'm off.
And about an hour later, I said, yeah, it was some transference going on. The wind was up. I was really freaking out. But anyway, so at 4:00, the band is there on the dot. There's a guy. I wish I knew his name. I forgot his name. They were so good.
The band was so good.
They were so good that when they took a break, my neighbor from up the street texted us and said, what happened to the band?
Yeah.
And the whole neighborhood
happened
was
to the
listening to the
music?
band. It was a saxophone, a guitar, and a drummer who apparently sang on The Voice.
Mm-hmm.
And they were really good. And they set up in one of the little, huts. But there was one guy. How many Jell-O pieces did he have?
So one guy had 5 Jell-O pieces. Now these are, but we made 2 kinds. We made an amaretto one, a little sweeter, and then we made a tequila one. This guy was popping the tequila ones. I was like, hey man, these are kind of, the Jell-O takes the sting away, but these are like each a shot. And he was like, oh yeah, it's good. And he was just hopping them, man.
Trial lawyers,
right? I was like, man, get down.
Lawyers on vacation.
That's right.
So Mo and Loris were wearing matching shirts.
Yeah.
One of them was Paul's because we had commented on Paul's shirt, and Mary Elizabeth and Paul got Loris a shirt. So we got one of Paul's shirts.
She borrowed Paul's.
So they were wearing the same shirt, and people would come up. And here's the backstory. So we had gone to this other party at this California law firm's house, and we had gone there specifically to, survey the scene and figure out how we could do ours better because we're so freaking competitive. So we're like, oh yeah, I think we can do this better. And then we actually go downstairs to the bar, which was kind of out of the way. And we're like, oh, our setup is better.
More accessible.
This is so mean. And then he goes and starts talking to the bartender. We're like, what is this? First he drinks and he goes, yeah, this is really not good at all. So he goes down and he says, well, what do you put in it?
Yeah, I did reconnaissance.
Yeah.
I collected intelligence. I gathered intelligence, and then I formulated a plan as to my drinks. And I realized, now this drink is not going to... I was like, I got to knock it out of the park.
Then he comes up, he goes, yeah, I got this, no problem. And then he goes, we're going to kill it on the bar. You know why? I said, why? He says, because we're better looking. I said, I cannot believe you just said that.
I didn't say that.
You did too say that.
I said because
you said it.
Well, I said it in funny, sweet way.
You said it at least 10 times later.
Well, no, but it was me and Loris. We had the better shirts.
Stop denying it.
Okay,
Own it.
I won't deny it. Okay, I said it. All right. Okay, can I say something? All right. The one thing I will acknowledge that I'll be arrogant about is bartending.
Well, I was going to say.
Man, in New York City, I was the best bartender in that town. I was the show. People came and saw me. People came and spent hours with me because it was just like that. That's my cake, man.
So the whole bar was set up in my foyer. Well, before you foyer, in the portico.
Yeah.
Before you get to the house, like the entrance.
Yeah.
So they walk, through my garden to the front entrance, and there's the bar. First of all, Elizabeth Hanley, who is the president of Trial Lawyers, became our Jell-O shot girl. We called her the Jell-O girl. She had a giant bowl of Jell-O, but it was great because she could, she's super bubbly and she greeted everyone lovely.
Yeah.
And then we had, the good-looking bartenders.
And then we were doing the Mo Tais and the Mo Collins. And man, did they like the drinks?
They did.
What were they saying? Go ahead.
And a lot of these didn't have alcohol in them. Like some of them did, and they made special ones for other people.
But tell me, what would they say about the drinks?
Look at he wants.
He's like affirmation
a little kid.
that he is
Go ahead.
They said these are the best drinks. These are delicious. I want another one. It was pretty much like that.
Music to my ears.
Yeah.
I mean, they were outstanding.
So fun.
Oh, so much
and
fun.
Then here's what else happened.
What happened?
So I created a PowerPoint for this party. As you know, they have never seen as much organization as I had in my thing. And it had everything that they had promised me and everything that was done. And I was marking off stuff as it was happening. And one of the promises on there was that 1 to 2 helpers would be provided.
Oh, they weren't.
No, they were not. They had one helper who was really there to help her.
Yeah.
The director, not to help me. And she helped put water in the chafing dishes and light the fuses and put the first rack on because the food was delivered. And then she disappeared. So I had to monitor the food. They had arranged big garbage cans. I mean, the director was really good. She knew exactly what to order, like everything was the right thing, but there was just no help.
Yeah.
And then when they left.
No cleanup help either.
There was no cleanup. Loris is like, man.
I mean, we had to clean up a lot. And
wait, where's the we?
No. Well, I cleaned the bar.
Okay, well that's
okay. I got cleaned the bar. I cleaned my bar.
Okay.
I don't leave my bar for other people to clean.
At least you were precise.
Yeah, I cleaned the bar, and but I think that I think we should do it again next year.
Okay, wait. You got to hear about what happened. So,
Wait, what
just
happened?
overall.
Okay.
So, everybody was just delightful.
Yeah, yeah.
It was not the experience that we thought, because we'd been in the other parties before, which was really held primarily inside because there was, only a smaller deck.
Yeah.
Only so many people could fit outside. Most people were inside the golf course house.
Yeah.
But in my house, opposite. Like everybody had to be pretty much outside because my house is, boutique small house, but you got, an acre of manicured grounds. And people were just so chill and lovely, slightly intoxicated. But they came on buses. That's why we weren't worried about it.
So nobody drove home.
Yeah, they either came on an Uber or a bus.
Yeah.
And it was just, we just did a great job.
And Loris was great help. He was fantastic help behind the bar. He was just very good.
And afterwards, we still had a lot of leftover
Food.
well,
Booze.
They took all the food back to the hotel to give to the staff.
Yeah.
We did. And so I had 2 milk crates and filled them, and the last 2 members of the band cleaning up got a little care package to take home.
They basically got a bar.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah,
that's
they
going
were
to be
very
pretty
happy.
good.
They did pretty good. They were happy. They're like, oh, we're going to be good for a while.
Yeah.
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 So we were very good party planners.
We were very
and
good. Well, you planned, and I was part of it.
Lately part of it.
I was late part of it. Where are you? It was so funny. Like, for me, I'm like, oh boy.
You knew you were in trouble.
I was. She was like, how long? Don't drive like the slow person that you are.
I said, don't drive like you're 80.
Yeah, don't drive like you're 80. You need to put your pedal to the metal. And I was like, I will drive because I drive slow. She's like, don't drive like you're 80. Get here now.
He was so scared of me when he walked up. He did the whole.
I did the whole like, like I do the puppy dog eyes.
He thought, and Elizabeth's like this. I'm like, I am not even remotely affected by this orchestrated plan. I will give her a hug and I will like go after Mom.
She was hugging her and like this,
And
looking at
glaring
me.
at you on the other side. Yeah.
That's what you were doing. You were giving me the stink eye. It was great. It was a wonderful night, and I think we should do it again. I really do.
It's a reminder, for all of us, how important it is to have fun together.
Yeah, yeah.
We work so hard. And when you work hard, you get really kind of intense and focused, and you think that you're not. I don't really realize that I am, but outwardly to other people, but people stay away from me. And I'm a very social person, so just being in that environment reminds me, oh, you got to do it again. We got to do this again. We got to do this more. We got to do these things more often. We got to remember to celebrate with other people because it's so fun to have fun together.
Yeah, what you did was create an experience.
Yeah.
It wasn't a party. It was an experience. People will remember
What
the
we
experience.
did.
What we did. Yeah. But, I got to give you kudos because you designed the architecture of the party. You were like, we're going to put this here, we're going to put this here. So that was your design mind. But, you put the pieces in the right place. And we really did create an experience that people the next day were talking about it. And we're still talking about it even afterwards and sending me texts and saying, we had a really good time. Good job. Good party.
Why don't we do a party for the firm at my house?
Well, you're leaving me hanging. Don't leave me hanging. Okay, why don't we should do one for that.
For the firm.
Okay.
At my house.
Yeah, but we should do, and I'll bartend it.
Well, wait. They're going to have to still get home.
What
Okay, well, we can monitor that. We can monitor how much.
do you mean how much?
Look, he just wants to be a bartender.
Yeah.
I just
no.
want to be a bartender. Oh my God, I'm the best. Okay, that's it.
Thanks, man.
Okay.
Well, that's all for today.
Until next time.